General McKenzie, I'd like to visit with you with regard to the difference between a conditions-based withdrawal and a withdrawal with a date certain. And I recognize that your role here is to follow the directions of the commander-in-chief. I respect that. And I know that the president has made the decision to move from a conditions-based withdrawal to a date certain withdrawal. There's a reason why I think many of us had talked about, and I believe a number of the military officials in the past have discussed the validity of a conditions-based withdrawal, while at the same time recognizing that there is no real good answer to the Afghanistan questions. Respecting the president's ability to make and having to make this decision, can you share with us a little bit about some of the concerns that you have expressed with regard to the ability of the existing Afghan national forces to be able to respond to aggression by the Taliban, and what the impacts could be in those areas that are not currently under Taliban control with regard to the stability in those villages, those communities, and the impact that could occur for women and children in those regions?
Senator, thank you. First of all, the decision-making process was very inclusive. I had multiple opportunities to make my views known, and I appreciate the opportunity to have had those views known. I can't share those views with you in this forum, but I would just tell you that the inclusion and the deliberate and methodical way that this decision was approached was heartening for me, at least. I would tell you that my concern about leaving with a date certain is that after we withdraw, and we've talked, we're going to go zero means zero, there'll be no real U.S. enablers in Afghanistan. My concern is the ability of the Afghan military to hold the ground that they're on now, without the support that they've been used to for many years, which we've weaned them off direct support, U.S. and coalition soldiers being present with them on the ground, to a point where now it's intelligence, it's fire support, it's the enabling things that actually give them an edge over the Taliban now. All that will be gone. So I am concerned about the ability of the Afghan military to hold on after we leave, the ability of the Afghan Air Force to fly in particular after we remove the support for those aircraft. All of those things are factors that will be worked out here in the next few months, and we'll get an opportunity to see how the Afghans do. Your last point on conditions for women and children, and women in particular, and the great strides that have been made in education and human rights in Afghanistan. The levers that we have now will be reduced, but I believe there will still be levers that we can apply, and those levers will be principally diplomatic and economic, because if the Taliban or whatever future hybrid government exists in Afghanistan wants to gain global recognition and receive some form of international support, they're going to have to take some actions that would tend to protect those groups. Again, those are things we just can't know right now.
Thank you, General. I most certainly appreciate your responsible comments, and I understand that you did have the ability to give input, and I just simply think that it's important for the American people to understand that the repercussions of this are not going to be pretty, and that we will see reports of atrocities in those areas as committed by the Taliban if these Afghan national forces are not able to hold their own without those U.S. supports that they have become very dependent on.
Hey guys, did you know we have a podcast called WJ Live?
The Western Journal's mission is to equip readers with the truth, and that's the same mission we have on WJ Live.
You'll hear from writers, editors, and special guests on the most important topics of the day.
You can catch us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific, right here at youtube.com/WJ Live.
While you're there, help us out by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. See you there.